What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2023 UNOH 200. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series has the Bristol Motor Speedway to start the round of 8 of the playoffs. Half-mile racetrack, great racing, and chaotic racing can take place here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The last time we raced here at Bristol in the Truck Series, we saw Ty Majeski pick up his first career Truck Series win. He looks to win his second race of the 2023 season and his fourth career Truck Series race this weekend. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Before we had to go and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this week is looking pretty promising because remember, this race is going to be on Thursday. It's going to be 76 degrees high with 50 degrees as a low of right now, only a 10% chance of rain with sunny skies. It's actually going to be really, really cool by even nice. So you're probably going to need a jacket if you're headed out to the racetrack. Now, let's take a look at the playoff standings at the beginning of the round of 8. So Corey Heim is 8 points above the cutoff point. Both Christian Eckes and Grant Enfinger 2 points above. And Carson Hocevar right now is 0 points above, but he has a tiebreaker over the next guy, which is Zane Smith, who's 0 points below. Ty Majeski 6 points below. Ben Rhodes is 9 below, and Nick Sanchez is 16 below. It's going to be very intriguing to see who will get to the championship for in a few weeks. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work on the channel. I do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who have not had good runs recently, who I think are going to struggle. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers I expect are really, really well this weekend or need a good run this weekend under fun equipment. And I did the winner's pick, the driver I think is going to win the race overall. And then I did the drivers need to watch out for. Unlike the Cup Series where I usually do 5 drivers need to watch out for the Xfinity Series and Truck Series, I usually do 4 drivers need to watch out for. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the UNOH 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway? My first suck pick for this weekend is a driver 13 truck for Thorsport Racing, Hailie Deegan. Hailie Deegan has not had a good year in 2023. To be fair, one of her best runs did come at Richmond, but Richmond and Bristol are completely different tracks. And Hailie Deegan, historically, in a couple races that she's ran at this track, have not gone very, very well. And unfortunately, I think that trend is going to continue for Hailie Deegan. I feel like this 13th team has been way off their game this year in 2023. And unfortunately, I think she's not going to have a good run. And I think she unfortunately is going to be finishing near the middle of the back of the pack this weekend at Bristol, which is a shame, but I expect that to happen. My second suck pick for this weekend at Bristol is a driver of the 51 truck for Kyle Busch Motorsports, Jack Wood. Jack Wood's not had a great year in 2023. There's been a couple races in ARCA where he's shown some signs and flashes, and also a couple truck races where he's shown some signs and flashes. But obviously, we're not sure what the future is going to look like for Jack Wood because he struggled with Kyle Busch Motorsports equipment. And unfortunately, I just don't think Jack Wood is going to have a good run. I think he's going to struggle. I think he's going to finish in the middle of the pack, which for the standards of that truck, you're expected to win or contend. And he really hasn't done that much this year. I sadly think Jack Wood is not going to have a strong run this weekend at Bristol. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for this weekend at Bristol. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick is a driver 7 truck for Spire Motorsports, Carson Hocevar. Carson Hocevar is making his Truck Series debut this Thursday at Bristol Motor Speedway, and this guy I'm really, really high on. I think he's got a lot of talent, and I think he's got potential to be a Cup Series or maybe even an Xfinity Series champion one day. He ran really well in his ARCA debut, finishing in second. And I do believe that Carson Hocevar, how well this truck is ran, I think Carson Hocevar could surprise a lot of people and contend for a potential top 5 or maybe even outside chance at the win. We've seen how well this truck has ran in the past, and I do believe with the experience that the 7 truck has had before, I do believe Carson Hocevar has a really good chance to press and maybe, just maybe, in his first career start, get his first career Truck Series victory. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Bristol is a driver of the 25 truck for Rackley WR Racing, Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto's future is currently uncertain at the moment, but we go to Bristol, a track where he historically has been really great at. And he nearly made it to the round of 8 of the playoffs. But I do believe Matt DiBenedetto, who's been good at this track historically throughout his career, I think Matt DiBenedetto will have a very solid run this weekend. Rackley's been building something over the second half of this season. He's had a lot more top 10s and even a couple top 5s. Picked up his best finish of the year at Kansas. I believe Matt DiBenedetto will be really strong, really, really quick. I think it's got a chance to potentially get a back-to-back top 5 and maybe surprisingly could get his second career truck victory this weekend at Bristol. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for the UNOH 200. Who is my winner's pick? My winner's pick is someone I've kind of had on my mind for the last few years, the last couple times he ran at this track. This guy has always been up front. I am picking Ty Majeski to pick up his second win of 2023, and I think he'll lock his way into the championship 4 as well with the victory. Ty Majeski is the king of short tracks right now in the Truck Series field. And I think that experience of racing the Truck Series is really going to help him. Of course, he's also the defending winner at this track. So therefore, I think he's going to be fast. I think he's going to be strong. And I think Ty Majeski picks up his win and will lock his way into the championship 4 this weekend in Bristol. I've got him winning this week. And now we're going ahead and jump on the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Bristol. Who should you keep your eyes out on? The first driver to watch out for this week at Bristol is the driver of the 42 truck for Nice Motorsports, Carson Hocevar. Carson Hocevar has been really, really strong throughout the 2023 season. Scored 3 wins so far this year. Could have won last week at Kansas, had the best truck in the field, and I think Carson Hocevar could potentially get his 4th win and his 4th career truck win of his year. I think you're going to see Carson be strong. I think Nice Motorsports is going to bring some strong equipment, and I think Carson Hocevar will be a contender for the victory this weekend in the Truck Series race and might have a chance to lock his way into the championship 4. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Bristol is a driver of the 11 truck for Tricon Garage, Corey Heim. Corey Heim is absolutely maybe the championship favorite currently at the moment, has had a lot of top 5s and a lot of top 10s, and also has a lot of momentum. While he doesn't have a lot of points, he's been good at short tracks throughout the year, and of course won in Martinsville, which is not completely similar to Bristol, but there are some similarities with the length of the track. So I think that experience is going to come into play, and Corey Heim will have a potential chance to get his 3rd win of the 2023 season. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Bristol is the driver of the 2 truck for Rev Racing, Nick Sanchez. Nick Sanchez is coming into this race as the lowest driver on the playoff grid. But Nick Sanchez has ran a lot better than where he's starting in the points. And Nick Sanchez has been showing a lot more pace and a lot more speed over the course of this year. He's been really close to getting that first career win. And I think Nick Sanchez could be a spoiler to potentially get to the championship 4 this year, which would be really, really impressive. They were really, really good. We've seen it, which of course is kind of a similar truck to what we saw with the 18 truck, which Danny Stockman worked at 18 that Chandler Smith ran. And that truck, of course, did win, even though it was a different manufacturer. I think Nick Sanchez will be a threat and contender. And the 4th and final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway is the driver of the 19 truck for McAnally Hilgeman Racing, Christian Eckes. Christian Eckes had a very strong first round of playoffs, finished in the top 2 or top 3 in all 3 races of the round of 10. And Christian Eckes, of course, is the defending winner of the race at Kansas, won at Kansas last race we ran, and he's going to be looking to go back-to-back this weekend. And I do believe Christian Eckes is going to have a shot. McAnally Hilgeman's been getting faster and faster, and I think that he's going to use the experience and may potentially get a run at the championship this year. I think he's got a great chance to win, though, this weekend at Bristol. So, those are my race picks for the UNOH 200. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Haley Deegan, Jack Wood. My underdog picks are Carson Hocevar, Matt DiBenedetto. My winner's pick is Ty Majeski. And the ones to watch out for are Carson Hocevar, Corey Heim, Nick Sanchez, and Christian Eckes. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the race picks video for the UNOH 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on so you know if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your picks below for this weekend at Bristol. Let me know your 2 suck picks. Let me know your 2 underdog picks. Let me know your winner's pick. And let me know drivers you're keeping your eyes out on for this weekend at Bristol. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, there's going to be a double upload day on the channel. The first video coming out will be talking about Noah Gragson and where I think he's going to end up driving in 2024. And then, of course, we'll also have the NASCAR Xfinity Series race picks for Bristol as well. Then, of course, on Wednesday, we'll have a NASCAR news video dropping on the channel. And then on Thursday, we'll have race picks for the Cup Series race at Bristol, along with the Truck Series race view from Bristol. Then on Friday, we'll have a NASCAR news video, along with the Xfinity Series race view from Bristol. And then on Saturday, they may have a double upload day on the channel, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Got a lot of great content dropping on the channel that I cannot wait to share with you all. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.